Hi, today we are going to talk about curating our research information. So what does curate mean? Well, curate, according to dictionary.com, is the ability to take charge of or organize information, to pull together, sift through, and select for presentation as music or web content. Okay? This is what we are going to do right here. I'm going to show you how to curate information. Now, typically, the best place to start when you curate information would be Google. I'm not paid by Google. I don't want to unfairly promote them. However, Google has an excellent search engine. So what if I wanted to find information about Paul Revere? Well, first of all, you're going to need to be able to spell Paul Revere carefully or correctly. However, if you spell it wrong, Google will automatically correct it for you. And of course, you get all your information right here. You've got the first hit is going to be from Wikipedia. The second hit is going to be the URL right here, www.biography.com. Okay, so that sounds like it's some sort of biography website. And so on and so on and so on. I actually like Wikipedia for historical figures because most of the time it's pretty accurate. When it comes to more pop culture things, Wikipedia can be a little unreliable because people tend to change the information and put in untrue things. So here you are, you've got all this information about Paul Revere. And so this is your research. This is how you can find out information about Paul Revere. And you can read through it, and then in your own words, go ahead and write the story of Paul Revere. So what about curating information? What happens when you find a whole bunch of really good websites that you always want to remember? Well, recently I was led to a website called Symbaloo. Now, Symbaloo is, well, it looks like a Google website, but Symbaloo is a website where you can put little widgets on your main screen, and it gives you easy access to your research. Let me show you one that I have recently done. So here's a Symbaloo that I have recently put together for to help kids research and practice the skill adding and subtracting, unlike fractions. I've went ahead and I've done a lot of YouTube researches and found videos that will help them learn this skill. I've also attached a Wikipedia and a Khan Academy. This will widget. This will lead them to those websites and give them the ability to research adding and subtracting, unlike fractions. Now on this side right here, what I've done is I've put in a few math game websites. I think gaming is an excellent way to learn skills. And so I always like to allow my kids to explore the gaming side of any skill I try to teach them. This Symbaloo is an excellent way to curate your information. I encourage you to use it. Once you have found websites that provide good research on a number of topics, you can then add them to your Symbaloo account. And it's as simple as this. Click on any of the squares, see how I highlight over them. I can click Add, and let's say I want to create a tile, and let's say I want information about Paul Revere. Well, I go to the Wikipedia site, I copy the URL for this Wikipedia site on Paul Revere, then I go back to Symbaloo, and I paste it into this. Now here I can pick all sorts of colors, and notice how Wikipedia automatically has an icon it puts in Symbaloo. And also it puts in a title, which is nice also. You can click on Show Text. That way, this is what the widget will look like. And you can hit Save. And then voila, there you go. You've got the Wikipedia entry. How do you know it's Wikipedia? Well, you can tell by the symbol. And if you just pass your cursor over it, or your little pointy finger, and wait a few seconds, a little information text comes up that tells you, oh, it's Wikipedia, and it's about Paul Revere. And then I also was able to add text, which I checked the box to say show the text. And this tells me that this is all about Wikipedia and Paul Revere. So this is a great way to curate your research information.